All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So I hope that the internet does stay on throughout the entire time because it is a little windy out here and I am outside. Excuse me, you guys. Anyways, again, welcome. This channel is called Live Narc Free, where it is all about getting free and staying free after dealing with narcissistic abuse. Again, I've been dealing with narcissists since 2006. I had an aunt that I lived with for 5 years who was a narcissist, and while living with my aunt, I did meet a male narc. And I was dealing with him for about 4 years. So if you can imagine, I had two narcissists that I was dealing with at the same time. And, as you guys know about my story, or even if you're new, I want to say it was in 2016, I did meet a borderline, which they are kind of classified in the group of cluster B, borderline personality disorder, narcissism. So I met that person and, I was dealing with him for about 4 months, which was good because it wasn't for too long, like how, I was dealing with the male narc and actually living with my aunt narc for about 5 years. So anyway, that's just a little bit about me. Thank you guys. Go ahead and pile on in a room. Please feel free to tell other people about this channel. Give this video a like. I would love to know what was you guys' takeaway in regards to this topic. But I did actually get this topic from a viewer and a subscriber, you guys. So please continue to keep doing that. Please keep leaving me comments. Please keep leaving me feedback and subscriptions and all that good stuff on what you guys think. So let's just go ahead and get right into the comment. I'm just going to read it here. And you guys know on this channel, we are not necessarily talking about individuals, but we like to talk about, the education and how, it can help you guys. And so we can all learn from it, right? So let's get into it. So the comment was, let me just make sure I got it right here. Okay, so the person said, basically, I came into contact with my ex-girlfriend recently, and she told me about all this stuff she was doing and how she'd won when she hasn't won and never will win. It's nothing but lies and something she's going to screw up again because that's how people like her work. They mess up and they don't win. And that's very true. So, I just kind of put the topic today, basically how, your ex narcissist, whether it's a male or female, you guys know that narcissists are just not men. Because I know I do have a lot of females that watch my channel, but I know that there are men that watch the channel as well. And they do deal with narcissists as well. But yes, this is a really good point to make that, yes, narcissists, whether it's your ex, they come back into the picture, maybe you broke up with them or they broke up with you. Maybe they gave you the silent treatment. Maybe they could have ghosted you or maybe they stonewalled you and stuff like that. And maybe you see them dating someone else, or maybe you could see that they're single, but a lot of times they will get with a new supply, another person, another victim, as I like to say. And they'll get with that person and they'll make it seem like, oh, they're happy, they're doing all this stuff, they're smiling and they're showing that person off on social media. They could be parading that person around. And that actually was my experience many years ago. I did see the narcissist with the new supply, and I'm not going to lie, you guys, I wasn't prepared for it, but it did happen and it did hurt. I'm not going to lie, many years ago, but I got past it, right? And I'm pretty sure if you're dealing with the same situation, you can definitely get past it. Because I'm living experience that you can do that. But yeah, but anyways, what they will do is they will try to show off essentially, and it would make it seem like, oh, I'm winning, I won, because essentially they're going to be like, I'm in a relationship and you're not, I'm happy and you're not, or I'm, I have this, whatever the narcissist is trying to flaunt around, they'll be like, okay, I have it and you don't. You get what I'm saying? And they're going to make it seem like they're winning. They're going to make it seem like, oh, you missed out. You lost out on this opportunity. Look at you. You should feel bad and this and this and that. But when in actuality, the narcissist knows that it's lies. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. That relationship that they're with now, that new supply, they're not happy. They're not treating that person better at all. I mean, they could be doing that for the moment, just for show, as I always tell people, that reach out to me, like whether it's my clients or, people that come to me for advice, they're not happy with the narcissist. I'm sorry, they're not, yeah, that the new supply is not happy with the narcissist, but the narcissist is not happy with that new supply. The narcissist is not going to change overnight. They're not going to suddenly be this knight in shining armor. Yeah, they will do that in the beginning, but in the long term, that's not who they really are. Because obviously, if that was who they are, maybe they would still be with you. And also, maybe they wouldn't have mistreated you as they did. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that that makes sense. And you guys, for those of you that are in the room, please feel free to chime in. I would love to know what was your takeaway. I also would love to know, how was you guys' Saturday going? Did you guys have any plans? Are you guys going to church today? Are you just relaxing, maybe doing laundry? I would really love to know, for those of you that do come in the room. And also, make sure that you guys do join my free Facebook support group that is available. I did have some people that joined in, so that's great. Continue to come, join the group. It's called the Healing and the Recovery Room. Again, it's for former victims and survivors who have dealt with narcissistic abuse, but it is also for individuals that could be dealing with mental health challenges, disabilities, and that sort of thing. So, but yes, you guys, I just wanted to kind of go over this topic because I felt like, it's good, because if you are dealing with this situation, again, you may be feeling frustrated. Maybe you're feeling confused. Maybe you're feeling sad and lonely. Maybe you could be feeling doubtful, regretful. Maybe you have some resentment. Maybe you could feel like, oh my God, I made a mistake, and stuff like that. And the thing is that, you could be believing in the lies that the narcissist is portraying to the world, right? Again, the narcissist is trying to make it seem like they're happy, they're at peace now, that new supply is better than you, that new supply treat is just whatever the narcissist is, portraying to the world. They're trying to make it seem like the new supply is a better person than you, and that you were the problem, like you did something wrong. You get what I'm saying? In actuality, I mean, you don't necessarily know the new supply. That new supply could be a good, decent person too, but at the end of the day, that new supply is being used, and that's just the truth. You get what I'm saying? And that new supply may know or may not know. They could just be a victim that just, maybe they don't know about narcissistic abuse. Again, maybe that new supply could have some insecurities. They could have some things about themselves that maybe they don't want to be alone. Maybe they feel like the narcissist is treating them so good in the beginning, right? That's how the narcissist gets us, right, guys? Like, the narcissist is, telling us what we want to hear, and they're just being super sweet, being super attentive, and just being so kind and so nice in the beginning, right? That's how they got us, right? But in due time, and this happened to me, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. One thing, as I always say on this channel, is I always like to make sure I'm being as transparent as possible with you guys. So again, that I'm a human being. I went through the same stuff as you did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just a person that chose not to allow, an abusive situation to overtake me, to change my personality, to change who I am on the inside. Now, not everybody can do that, and I completely understand, because some people just feel like they don't have the support. Maybe they don't know what they don't know. And they just feel like, oh, it's just up to them to move past it in a way where it could be destructive and non-productive, right? And so, you just have to be aware. But like I said, you guys, if you pile in the room, please feel free to say hi. Where you guys from? I would love to know. But yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. And you guys can ask me questions too. This can also be like a Q&A. If you guys have anything you want to ask me, whether it's now or even once the live is done, you guys are more than welcome to send me an email. If you would like to reach out to me for any support, I would love to support you the best way. But let's see here. But yeah, just understand that, yes, you could go no contact with your narcissist, and they will still some way, somehow find a way to contact you. They will still some way, somehow find a way to reach out to you. A lot of the times though, and I'm going to make another video on this, is just the narcissist could one, be bored. They don't really have anything to do at the moment. They just want a reaction out of you. They just want a response out of you. You get what I'm saying? They miss, the control that they have over you. They miss being able to tell you what to do. They miss being able to manipulate you and stuff of that sort of nature. It's a really sick game. You know what I mean? Like, narcissists are, and I don't judge, because I'm not God, of course, but just on my personal life experience, narcissists, they can be kind of evil. I'm not gonna lie. They can be evil. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Um, and what else? So yeah, and the thing is, like I said, this person was saying, like, maybe I think that the person that has the narcissist as their ex, I think he was just saying, like, oh, he's telling him all this stuff, like, oh, I'm doing this now, I'm doing that now, I went here, I went there, I'm winning this and this and that, and again, I feel like, she could probably be trying to get him back, because I also think too that this person is with someone else. So a lot of times, narcissists, if they find out that you're with another person, they're going to try to sabotage that. They're going to try to make it so that all the attention is on them, so you can kind of forget about your relationship, or you can kind of forget about what's going on right in front of you, and then you put the focus on the narcissist. And the narcissist understands like what they're doing, because they know that whatever it is that they're doing, they're going to consume your mind, because a lot of times, a lot of former victims and survivors have CPTSD and PTSD. And so, when a narcissist comes back in the picture, it could trigger, again, those insecurities, maybe past failures or past griefs or past mistakes, maybe things that didn't work out in your favor. And it could cause you maybe to feel uneasy. It could cause you to feel upset. You guys get what I'm saying? And it brings up a lot of things, and sometimes, again, we may not be sure how to handle that, how to handle those feelings, and how to handle, the grief that could come up, and again, the insecurities and the things that maybe we don't like about ourselves, or the things that we may need to improve on. So it's always good, maybe to reach out for support, or join a support group, or maybe do some reading, or just do that introspection, that self-reflection. You guys get what I'm saying? Because we're always, or I like to think we should always be learning and growing and expanding ourselves, because we all know if we stay small and we stay the same, then we don't really see a change in our lives. And we may wonder why everybody else around us is changing, but it's because a lot of times the people around us that you see changing, they're actually putting in the work that needs to be done in order for them to change themselves, not just on the outside, but on the inside. You guys get me? So if you see, hopefully, the value and the benefit of you doing the inner work and the inner healing, that you'll be able to progress in your life. You'll be able to be constructive and productive, versus if you stay stuck, you stay stagnant, and you never make those changes, if you never make those improvement, then you're going to keep getting those same results, which could lead you to either being by yourself, being single, nobody really wanting to be around you, and maybe you not even being able to communicate with people. Maybe people may not want to be around you due to past traumas and past triggers, and just past failed relationships, and or mistakes that have been made. You get me? So I hope that made sense, you guys. I'm super like excited to be on the live. You guys know I love being on the live with you all. So but yeah, what else? But and again, this person made a good point, basically saying the narcissist is going to screw up. Absolutely. And here's the thing, you guys. I feel like a lot of narcissists, I think at times they think that they're so like untouchable that karma can't get them. And I don't know. I guess me myself, like when I was younger, like I didn't realize, like I knew like karma's like, okay, whatever you put out is what you get. But I guess I didn't understand karma to its entirety. So now at this point in time, me myself, I'm just like, I don't want to treat anybody in a way where I wouldn't like to be treated. That makes sense. So I only treat people based off of how I want to be treated. And you have to remember, like when you're dealing with a narcissist and how they mistreat you, how they behave towards you, they're always going to get back whatever it is that they are dishing out to you. And it doesn't have to necessarily just be a narcissist, but it could be anyone in general. So you don't necessarily have to get retaliation or get back at the narcissist, because remember, God, angels, the universe, they're always working in your favor. And what is the quote in the Bible? And I'm not religious, by the way. I'm not a Christian, but they say in the one verse, it's like, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So it's like God is going to take vengeance on, whether it's the narcissist or anybody else that you feel has like mistreated you or harmed you or betrayed you. Like you don't have to worry about getting those people back, because it always comes back on them. So like, for instance, with a narcissist, if you feel like the narcissist took advantage of you or they mistreated you and stuff of that nature, then it's just more like they're going to get it back. Like the next person that they're with, whether it's the new supply or anybody else, the new supply is maybe going to stand up for themselves, or the narcissist may self-sabotage themselves, because we all know that the narcissist is self-destructive and self-sabotorial, and they ruin things because a lot of times they don't even feel like they deserve good things. Some of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, they will just self-sabotage the situation anyway. So don't worry about what they're doing with the next person. Just understand that they're gonna get what they have coming to them. Trust me, because I used to have a lot of people ask me like, oh Joy, like is a narcissist gonna get their karma? Absolutely. you know so just kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, they do mess up. That's what the person was saying in the on the comment. So yeah, don't allow the narcissist trying to make you jealous, because and that's the thing, the narcissists will try to get you jealous. They try to get a reaction. They want to see you get all riled up, and they want to see you get out of character. They want to see you, maybe for some, they want to see you cry. They want to see you angry. They want to see you lash out. They want to see you have an outburst. But don't give it to them, you guys. And this could be normal people too, for whatever reason. Normal people, whatever. But yeah, don't give in to the reaction. Even if you do get jealous, acknowledge it. Like, sometimes humans, we do get jealous. It's understandable, but just understand that what the narcissist is doing with that new supply is, it has something to do with you, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, the narcissist cannot be alone. And that's what makes the narcissist so jealous of you. The narcissist is jealous of you, don't get me wrong, especially like if you're an empathic person, you're loving, you're caring, you're respectful, you have emotions, and maybe you have a good heart and you can talk to anybody, and you love people without like asking for anything in return. The narcissist is jealous of that, because the narcissist can't do that, you guys. Like, that's something that I learned. It's like the narcissist wants to be you guys. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I had to come to that realization. Like again, whether it's a parent, it's a friend, it's a sibling, or a coworker or boss, like they want to be you. You get what I'm saying? That's why they always want you around. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that. So but anyway, you guys, I hope that this was helpful and insightful. I would love to know what was you guys' takeaway, and once again, please keep leaving comments, you guys. Thank you so much. And please share my videos with a family, a friend, or somebody that you think it can help and support, especially if you know that they're dealing with a toxic relationship, a narcissistic relationship, or maybe if they're living with a narc parent, or maybe they have a narc in-law. Share my video, share my page, share the subscriptions and all that good stuff. And also, you guys, always, I just wanted to let you guys know my new book is out, called Your Pain Will Make You Successful. I think in the next video, I'll probably show you guys the copy so you can see what's in the book and all that good stuff. But I'm super excited. I just wanted to share this bit with you guys as far as like the creation of the book and how it came about. So first off, you guys, I wrote the book. I want to say I started it in between April. No, was it March? Between March and May, I think I finished it, or maybe even June. But I'm going to tell you guys, it was a lot. It took me to finish it because there was a lot going on around me. And I had to share another video on this at a later time. But it was a lot coming at me, and it was hard to write it because I was dealing with a lot mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. And so that's actually why the book is called that. Your pain will make you successful, because at that time when writing the book, I was actually dealing with a lot of pain. And so again, it's just more so my testimony, but also I did mention to you guys that my mom, she actually has a little part in the book as well, because for those of you that don't know, my mom, her and I, we are close, but we kind of been, like our relationship has its ups and downs, but overall it's fine. But as you guys know, that when I was 17, I did move to California, and that's when I started living with my aunt. But the reasoning that I had moved to California was because my brother actually got killed. He actually got stabbed at age 20, and so I do talk about that in the book as well. But I was still recovering from that experience, obviously. And my mom had a story, she wanted to share and stuff like that. And she actually did not type what she wanted to put in the book. She actually wrote it out, what she wanted to write in the book. And so I had to type that out too. So, but her story is in the book as well. But for me though, I was on it like every day, just, writing what each chapter I wanted to talk about in the book. And, it wasn't easy, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, because as I was writing the book, it was kind of like I was dealing with that particular pain. You guys get what I'm saying? So it was a lot to actually talk about, and in regards to the creation process of the book, it was a lot. It was a lot, and also it was like people that I thought were my friends and people that I thought that I could trust, I couldn't. And I had to kind of deal with that, because what happened was I was writing the book and then I had took a break, right? And I was telling myself, I gave myself a deadline. Okay, I was like, I'm going to do this. But then I actually had a situation where, I don't know, I kind of saw a person's true colors, and then I was just like, okay, bam, let me just get focused, let me just finish this book. You get what I'm saying? So it was a lot for me to deal with, because they say, like, when you're writing something, like, you should be focused, and but I didn't have that focus at that point in time. So I really kind of had to cram it, but like I had to get everything that I wanted for people to know what happened on to me in my journey. Like I said, dealing with, mental, emotional, psychological pain. I wanted to share that with people because I feel like, maybe that can help somebody else who could be dealing with a similar situation. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys, I hope that, that was helpful. But like I said, it took me, I want to say I was started in March, and it's starting to rain, you guys. Hold on, let me move. Hold on, y'all. But I want to make sure y'all hear me. So yeah, I had a situation with a person, and I took a break, I want to say in April, but then I had came back to it like May, and I finished everything, I want to say like June time frame, And so yeah, it was a lot, you guys. It really was a lot, but I was happy that I was able to get it done. But I will tell you this, like, as far as like editing everything and getting everything published, that was a challenge too, because the person that helped me edit and proofread, they were in a different country and stuff like that. And so that, communicating back and forth with them was kind of difficult, I'm not gonna lie. And so we had to kind of overcome those challenges and stuff like that. But overall though, like, it still was fine, but there were still some things that I needed to improve in on the book. Like, you guys can like tell me what you think overall once you read it and all that good stuff. But all in all, I'm just saying it was a process to create this book. And like I said, I was dealing with so much. Like, I felt like I had, my back was against the wall, and like nobody was really like, I don't know. I just felt like I was alone at that point in time. Obviously I had God, but it took like a lot for me to just go ahead and just write it. And I'm glad that I did, because like I said, I feel like it is going to help and bless someone, because like I said, a lot of us, we deal with pain, but it's not easy, and like a lot of people may not know how to cope with it. They may not know how to come back from those relapses and those triggers that they may feel. A lot of people may have, they may do cope. Let me say that right. They may do cope, but it could be in a non-constructive way, if that makes sense. So in this book, it's kind of talking about ways to cope with pain in a constructive and a progressive way. So that way, not only you can improve your life, but you can also learn about how to improve the lives of others. Because when you're in a good state of mind and you're able to, have good mental health, then think about the people around you that's going to be able to feel, inspired by that, feel motivated by that, and feel like, okay, like, all right, if they can do it, I can do it. You get what I'm saying? And so, I just kind of wanted to talk about that. But yeah, it was a process, you guys. And I'll talk a little bit more about it. But yeah, I think the most difficult part about me writing that book, though, for sure, it was like the editing process, because it was a back and forth thing. And I was thinking like, okay, like I want to release the book in July, but I was going back and forth with the editor. like I said. So it was a lot. But anyway, you guys, I'm just excited that it has been released. Please be sure to get your copy. Like I said, if you struggle with depression, anxiety, mental health disabilities or mental health challenges, mental health triggers, anything of that sort of nature. And also, if you want to learn more about, having a relationship with God and understanding, like, God really is the key to your success. God really is on your side, and that's what I realized too when I was in the process of creating the book. Because like I said, I felt like people were coming at me, like people were trying to make me feel bad for doing something good, like, you know what I'm saying, like people were accusing me of things that I didn't do, twisting my words when I was, creating the book. It was crazy because it's like I feel like they were trying to take me off of my focus, and I'm glad that I stayed focused regardless. So but that's just a testimony of like how God can really once you have a relationship with God, then it's not to say that you're not going to have hardships. It's not to say that you're not going to have difficulties and challenges, but it's just to say that God is with you regardless. You get me? So anyway, you guys, I hope that this was helpful and insightful. I would love to know what was your takeaway. Like I said, get your copy of my book called Your Pain Will Make You Successful. Also get your copy of my book called Reclaim Your Life Back. And shout out to those of you that do get sessions with me, or anything. If you had any support from me, thank you so much. Please continue to keep doing that. Also, if you guys are feeling called to, if you would like to leave a donation, please feel free to do that. It definitely does help with the continuation of these videos and all that good stuff. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.